I just love my pineapple. This is Glenda with Fralins and Friends. And I said last night that we are going to discuss building our self-image through connecting. And there's 3 different areas that I am going to talk about. One is connection with ourselves, which we do definitely need. Connections with others, and connections with the world, which is mostly done through the internet or television or whatever. But I have some goodies I want to show off. Well, not actually show off, just kind of let you know I got them. These are those containers. This is going to be my organization tool in here, so that you don't have, so that when I have the camera backed up farther, you're not having to see all this. Connecting with ourselves. There are several ways we can do that. We need our spiritual connection, which is just a time that we take with ourselves to be with our God, with either through prayer or through meditation. Some people call it their prayer closet. They'll find a room in the house that they will call their prayer closet. And that's where they will go to be alone and in the quiet, where they can just have that time with themselves and with God. And then there are things that you can do for yourself and to kind of give yourself that boost. Things that you really love to do, like hobbies. I enjoy doing my hobbies, and I enjoy doing them here in front of you because I can watch myself do them. Camera jokes, you gotta have a few. Relaxation, there's all kinds of relaxation. Now, the meditation, meditation is great. It's just the word that people misunderstand. Thinking of the transcendental stuff or the yogi thing, I don't know, but that's where my mind was like, what? The Bible uses the word meditation as think on these things. I mean, we can meditate by thinking on the meaning of what God's word is saying, or we can just do a relaxation meditation. One of my favorites, a lot of times, is to think about a hymn and just close my eyes and run the words of that hymn that soothes me through my mind. Some people like to use soft sounds like ocean, like they'll listen to recordings of the ocean or something that relaxes them. Whale song, But for me, it's thinking out the words of a song, generally a hymn, because I grew up on hymns, that I'm very familiar with, and that I can just run the words through my mind and just really get, into that relaxed mode of feeling. Another thing I used to do in order to calm myself down was to make up a story in my head, because what it did was it got rid of all the other junk, especially if I was in a worry mode, which I have been in before a few times. Mothers need time. Fathers too. There's fathers who are home with the kids these days, or they've gone to work all day and they come home and you got 2 or 3 kids that are all just running and talking, and so we all need that time. But parents need time. They need me time. They need time to connect with themselves, time to connect with each other, because when you've got a lot of kids and jobs, you get worn out. You just don't take that time. My husband and I used to send the kids to bed at about 9 o'clock. That was their bedtime, and after that we just kind of had our own time. Connecting with others that are physically present. You need to be physically present. Now that's hard for someone like me. I've got this thing in my nose, and so I've got my husband, thank goodness, and I don't mind being alone as long as I know I'm going to have somebody around. But yeah, I just don't get out like I used to. But our minister comes down about once a month, and my sister comes over, so I do have that physical connection. My kids come over, my grandkids, so you saw Felicia and a couple of them if you've been following me. But like I said, that connection with people who support you and believe in you. They're supportive of your abilities. They're supportive of who you are as a person. They're not the kind of person that's going to sit there and say, you're too dumb to do that. You're too stupid. You're too lazy. You'll never accomplish anything. No, I know some of us have family members who have a tendency to say things like that. And you need your family. But the thing is, realize that you do have that value. And generally the reason that happens is because there's some pain in their life. There's some reason they don't believe in themselves, and that generally makes them, or maybe they're in physical pain. But you don't have to believe it. And you can find other people to be around too who do believe in you. And it's not that they don't. And it's not that they're not going to really love that you accomplish things and congratulate you. It's just that you're not, they're short-sighted, for one thing. Some people can be a little short-sighted. And when I was depressed, I couldn't see anybody past here. You want to give them room to be who they are, but you don't want to give them room to hurt you, and that's boundaries. So do be with people you have things in common with. Well, someone you share a hobby with, or someone that you like to play cards with. We used to belong to bowling leagues, things like that, or just people that you like to sit around and have coffee and talk. Things like that. And you can relate to them on some kind of mutual level. I love it, and it doesn't mean you have to be the same age or the same ability. It's wonderful to see young kids sitting down with an older person and letting that person talk about their life and about the things they've learned. And when the child just sits there and takes it in and just really is enthralled by what they're saying, that helps both ends. I mean, it makes the elderly person feel like they're still contributing to something to that child, and which they are, by the way. And the kid is learning something. A lot of times what elderly people will exchange is memories, and it's giving the kids a little history. So I know my kids love to listen to their grandpa when he would tell stories. Fellowship. If you're Christian or whatever, you need to fellowship, and that's general. With people that you have the same belief system with. Like I said, we have a minister who comes down about once a month or so. I'm considered homebound, mostly because it's just hard for me to get around, and even when I am out and around, I can't really walk a long distance, but that's just the way it goes when you're on oxygen. There's a lot of other things that people have that cause just as much or more trouble. But still, I can fellowship with my sister, my husband. You can get a prayer partner too. I used to have prayer partners. And we could call each other and say, hey, could you pray for this, or could you pray for that? Or we could pray together. Okay, I've got a long time on that, so we'll see how far we get with this on this one, and we may go on to a new one for the next time, which I believe we will, because it's going to be pretty, it's connection with the world, and there's so many avenues with that these days, and there's pitfalls, and but there's also good things, a lot of good things about it. So I do want to share that, but I'm going to save that because I think that we've done enough on this for tonight, and why not have a little bit of goofy time. I don't know if we call this goofy, but I have I have 6 of these stars left. So do you think I should make them into crosses? Do you think I should make them into necklaces? I think it would be cool. I think we should make at least one tonight. I didn't realize I had that many left over from Christmas. And everybody got theirs off the tree. Dropped something on the floor. Made a mess again. Isn't that like me? Making messes all the time. I'm making messes all the time. You know what? I need to get either a t-shirt or an iron-on patch that I can write on and put Fralin and Friends on it and put it on front of a shirt. Or just order a shirt that says it. Just, branding. Just for branding purposes. Because I notice a lot of them do have shirts that just have, and I don't see that they've, they're not selling them yet maybe, but they have them that they wear, so. Ah, look what I did! Now this is when you can say, that was kind of a dumb thing to do. It's not pointed at me, it's pointed at what I did. Pay a little attention, talk less. Isn't that cute? Hey, it kind of matches my shirt, not really. Because it's yellow, my shirt's a little bit of a yellow-green. I hate these shakes, I do. It's something in our family. It's just a familial thing. Mom shakes, Grandma shook, my sister shakes, and we just, the older we get, the more we shake, the tireder we get, the more we shake. My head will go like this sometimes. I'll be like a melting ball. Actually, it's kind of true. But there we go. Now let's see what it looks like on. Can you even see it? It's right there. There we go. That's the only one I'm going to do tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Please do subscribe. Click that notification bell. Do give us a thumbs up, and because those likes are important to YouTube. And so are the subscriptions, by the way. Smile and wave at somebody and just make their day better, and yours. So we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. I love you all.